back. You're watching The Game. It's a wrap for round one of the UAAP Season 85 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Now let's find out who shined the brightest as we put together the standouts who can possibly make a difference in round number two. Now, we still have with us here volleyball analyst Mela Tunay, and now we're thinking about changing the name of the show to The Game with Mela Tunay. Mela, grabe, that first round was incredible. Topped off, of course, with that sweep from LaSalle to NU. There's just so much to discuss here. You take a look at the games that happened today, and is that a shock for you, una-una? I mean, or were you not surprised with what happened between LaSalle and NU in particular?
Well, sobrang na-shock ako kasi parang I was expecting na after the lump na NU's experiencing, they would have addressed that sa mga, of course, the trainings nila and knowing their culture as well. Yung mga bata, pag kinausap mo yun, maririnig mo gano'n silang kapalaban. And of course, Coach Carl, a very focused coach. So, I did not even expect na magiging 3-set win lang ito.
Yeah.
Yes, but,
and dominant, huh? Dominant, you can say that's dominant, especially the first set was 25-10, second set was 25-15. So that, I mean, anybody's book is a dominant win. The chance to go back against them again is on Saturday. Mela, is that good? Is that bad? Is it good for someone? I'm sure yung momentum nasa LaSalle, the confidence is so high. Confidence ng NU medyo dumapa. Paano ang approach mo niyan kung ikaw ang NU for Saturday?
Well, I think it's definitely good for LaSalle dahil na-carry pa nila yung momentum. And to beat a team like NU, kakaibang fulfillment na yun sa panahon ngayon. Kasi of course, last year they were undefeated and LaSalle went against them in the finals pero they did not parang even stay close in terms of the competition. Parang
did not win a set the whole year. Yeah.
So parang yung momentum nga nasa LaSalle and the players really having that high confidence. Meanwhile for NU, I'm not sure how well they take losses. We haven't seen them, diba, bounce back from big losses like that. I mean, they lost to UST, pero naka-recover sila, but not against a super top team like LaSalle. So last year they did not have any pressure games at all dahil they really were afar in terms of the
competition.
Standings.
Competition. Okay.
So, yung pressured version ng NU women's volleyball team, we are yet to see.
We're about to discover it. We're about to discover it.
Good point.
Of course, the other matchup was a sweep for Adamson against UP. They end the round on a winning note. Let's see how far they can go. Of course, there are some Adamson players on the list that we have here today. So, when you take a look at this list, Mela, anong criteria mo? Picking out the standouts here. This is not necessarily, top scorer, therefore siya yung top one and so on and so forth. Ano yung criteria mo?
Well, ako kasi kapag namimili ako ng ganyan, it's either, kunyari, pagka sinabi ko yung team, yun yung una kong maalala kasi siya yung pinakamatunog. Or yung role niya na, okay, itong team na to, kilala na merong main scorer to, so siya yung next best support. So parang how they complement the whole team in general.
So we're looking at Adamson University right now. Let's look at your list. Unahin na natin first. Since you're looking at Adamson, you picked out two players from Adamson. Sige.
Well, for me, si Louie Romero na a lot of fans call Gia Light.
Right.
Yeah.
Kasi, di ba, parang
I would get rid of the light part already. She has really distanced herself in this season.
Yeah. But yeah, for Louie Romero, she's the most crucial factor as to why Adamson stands at number 2 right now. Dahil kahit na may mga team, grabe kasi yung labanan nung, at least the top 4 teams in the standing right now. Grabe yung labanan nila. Actually, sila lang yung merong 3-0 win over UST, but the other games they played against those teams are mga 5-setter.
Pushed NU to 5 also.
Except that LaSalle Adamson
4.
as well. So, I guess she just really knows how to make the spikers shine.
Tapos si Trisha Tubu, pinili mo rin, right?
Yes, and of course, si Trisha Tubu, we can't deny the athleticism na ang hirap din talagang pantayan yung talent ng bata na to. So, she's really a top pick for me as well.
Of course, now moving on, we mentioned NU a while ago. You have Eliza Solomon as part of this. Again, number 1 spiker as of Sunday, number 2 best scorer as of Sunday. You take a look at what she's doing. If you're wondering kung sino hindi consistent, this girl is not that. She's very consistent for NU.
Actually, for me, the criteria in choosing Eliza Solomon is the consistency. Kasi despite the up and downs of NU, siya yung makikita ko na talagang very consistent.
All right. She is I think entering today's game, she had 104 points, one less than Ea Laures, so she's right up there. Two new players are what you chose, one for UST, one for DLSU. We'll wrap up this conversation with them. Sino yung sa UST, sino yung nasa Lasal?
Well, for UST, I chose itong si Jurado, the Chief Justice as the fans
They
call
call
her.
her, yes.
Well, nakakatuwa lang makakita ng bata na talagang yung character is palaban. I think I see a lot of Ea Laure in her. Magkaiba ng form, magkaiba ng diskarte, ng paglalaro. Pero yung character nila, and I think all of that will be credited from their high school coach, Coach
Correct.
Kung Fu, that
Yeah.
carried them to the women's program.
And from Lasal,
And from Lasal, of course, Angel Canino, who would not pick this girl? I mean, like I mentioned off-air, sabi ko, for me, she's the best rookie as of date na parang all-time. Kasi, well, we can take away na lahat ng training, ng preparation, nasa generation na ngayon. But in terms of talent talaga, we can't deny that she's the best right now.
She's got length, she's got height, she's got athleticism. She has crowd charisma.
Yeah.
And the comparisons to the skyrocketing Eliza Valdez, Mela, do you see that?
Well, pag magbukas ka ng social media, yun na agad yung mga comparisons. But of course, both of them different and special at their own right. So we're gonna see how well itong si Angel Canino maximizes this fame that she's building right now.
I'll tell you what, Paul's happy.
yeah, I'm really happy. I should have worn green today. Pero Mela, maraming salamat. Thank you for staying for the entire
Thank
show.
you,
We
thank
really
you,
appreciate you.
guys.
Pwede mo nang tanggalin yung tali. At ang kadena. Thank you very much for joining us, Mela. Thank you for joining us, everybody.